Well, 3 home games, 7 points. I think you'd have taken that at the beginning of the week.
Oh yeah, for sure. The fact that we've come away with a win tonight against, I think, arguably the best side we've played this season. Not so much, funny enough, the 2 times we played them, but tonight I thought they were decent, and we were penned back in that second half for long periods until we got the second, and then they had to open up a bit more, and it allowed us to obviously look for that third, maybe even the fourth. But up to then, there was nothing in it, and if anything, they were perhaps the stronger team, and I was very impressed with them.
Great start with Kane Hazeman, and they sort of came back into it in the first half. Probably deserved their equaliser just before half time.
I thought it was a good game. I just said to everyone at half time, our lads were disappointed, and there was a lot of debate about who's picking who up from the corners. But I've got to say again, they're set pieces which we thought we'd stopped. We had Kane Hazeman there, and we'd done a lot of work because Lee Bradbury and Sean are fantastic with their set pieces, and we couldn't stop it again. So they've thrown people in the box, they throw numbers in the box, and they rely on their 2 defenders at the back to defend it. And now, as I said, that was that for me was as good a Conference South game as I've seen up here, because you had a team there that really tested us.
And you say when we went 2-1 up, it was very much against run of play at the start of the second half.
Yeah, when you say it's a run of play, we weren't feeling that they were going to score at any minute, because they weren't creating loads of chances. But you could just their energy, and for a team that's played Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for the last month, I think they deserve enormous credit. Maybe by not training like none of us have been able to do, it's allowed them to get particularly match fit. Maybe, I don't know. But, they were a credit to their club tonight.
And the third goal crucial, because it just about killed them off.
Yeah, well, in the end, obviously, I put Craig up front, which I've done against, I can't remember who, but a couple of weeks ago, and it worked particularly well. And I just felt at that point we weren't retaining the ball well enough. And Jamie Taylor and Gavin put a great shift in, but their fullbacks were getting out too easily. So we went with Craig up top, and we put Damien out wide left and Gavin out wide right, and it sort of stopped that threat, but also gave us a threat. And I thought Sawyer and Sinclair, when they come on, they were superb. They gave us that energy that Havant had, and also that passing ability.
Has it been difficult over the last three games, sort of deciding who to play and who to leave out, who to give a rest to? And
yeah, I mean, you've got to be very, very careful. But again, you'll see that we didn't deviate too much from the team from Tuesday to today. Listen, we don't say much, but we've been missing Marvin Williams and Jamie Slabber massively. They're 2 of our top players, and Slabber in particular. We kept quiet about it. But Jamie Slabber will score you a goal every game, and we miss him when he's not on the team. So for people to come in and do the job that they've done is fantastic. And I'd single out Ben King tonight. I thought he was sensational for someone who's come from our reserve team at that level, and showed again tonight. It was hard to do it the second time round, but he did particularly well again tonight. And with Delbin's out injured, we found a little gem there. So very, very pleased. And again, it's good for the club. It's good for the club that we've given people a chance. James Bracken comes out with a lot of credit because he's the one who recommended the situation. And we'll probably need to bring 1 or 2 more in for Saturday because we've got a few knocks.
Will Spetch missed Tuesday and came off after an hour tonight. Is that injury?
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. I mean, he's suffering with the ankle that he rolled the first training session he had with us. He wanted to play tonight. We left him out Tuesday so he could play tonight. But unfortunately, within the game, he's gone up for a header and come down and rolled his ankle again. So he's going to be out for 10 days now. We'll get him right for the absolute game.
And 71 points. Do you think if we can win at Maidenhead on Saturday, that'll just about secure us in the playoffs?
I don't know, Tony. I mean, what we're looking at still is can we push every game? 5 games left. If we can get 15 points, that puts other teams under a lot of pressure. We're not really under any pressure in that extent, which is quite good. It's good to be third and second sometimes because no one's expecting. And if we're being honest, it's Eastleigh's to lose, but we are chasing Bromley down for second. And the advantage of that, of course, is if you're lucky enough to win your playoff semi-final, I would like it to be at Gander Green Lane because we're hard to beat here.
But now a very small gap even between us and Eastleigh at the top, although they've got the 2 games in hand. I think it's 1 point tonight.
Yes, Eastleigh's to lose still, isn't it? I mean, they've got 2 games to go. They're a good side, especially at home. They don't seem to drop any points. Away from home, that's where we're looking at if they'll drop their points. But at the end of the day, if they win it, they deserve to win it. But I'm proud of the way that we've put together this run. That's 38 points out of 48 now since Christmas, since we made the big changes. It's nice when it comes off, when you make as big a change as we did and you do what we did. And as I said, if you go back, you can look at Alex Winter and even Harry Osborne's, people that came in and gave us a real lift at a good time. Young players as well that came in and were really gave us a lift. And that's one of those management decisions that you make, and I look back at that one with some pride actually.
36 hours on, we've got to do it all again at Maidenhead.
Yeah, that's going to be a real tough game. Not an easy place to go and play with the slope. Be a dry pitch, I reckon, on Saturday there as well. And there's going to be some tired legs, but I've got a little, hopefully got one or two things that that we can do. But we're limited. Dale's out injured, so Slabs is out injured, and Marvin's getting closer but not ready yet. So it's going to be pretty much the people you saw out there tonight, and hopefully they can just keep nigging these results out.
Yeah.